I let him kind of play, but then he was getting grumpy, so I put him in his jammies and fed him. That was all at 8 o'clock. It is now 11, and I just got him down. Every time I would put him down, he'd immediately stir awake. Had a little bit of a mental breakdown, but that's okay. We pulled it together, got him to sleep. All I was doing was praying for God to give me patience and just breathing through it. But if you know anything, it's like the last stretch of the day as a mom where you're like touched out. You want to have your time to just rot, and whether that's on your phone, I've been reading a lot, so like I want to just rot in bed and read and eat and do what I want to do and have me time and not be holding a baby. I love being a mom. I love being with him, but sometimes at the end of the day, you just want your me time. I'm tired now. I just want to rot, eat, and read my book. But maybe I'll talk to y'all about my book. I'm actually gonna go get in my pajamas, and then I'll talk to y'all about my book. Got in my pajamas, and we have our girl dinner, which is literally, which I've already eaten dinner, but 3 pieces of chicken, French onion soup chips. Don't judge me. It's just what I scrambled together to have a little snack before I go to bed, which I probably shouldn't be eating this late, but I don't care. I wanted to talk to y'all about my book if y'all are interested. I read on my Kindle. I used to be so anti-Kindle, and I only wanted the book in my hands and feeling the pages, which I still, favorite thing is to go to Barnes & Noble and go book shopping, even if I don't buy anything. I just love the smell of books. I love to wander, and there's nothing like being in a good bookstore. And I eventually, the one thing I told my husband, when we have a house one day, I want my library room with the sliding ladder, floor to ceiling bookshelves. Hopefully it's tall ceilings. I decided to sell all of my books, and I kind of want my books to be like almost a trophy case. So like whether I do read them physically or on my Kindle, I want to only buy books that I have read, just to kind of show like I have read this many books. Because there was a lot of books I had that I had not read, or I refused to read, or I just stopped reading. I just decided, you know what, start fresh. You know what, I should really just try a Kindle. Plus, not having to flip through the pages and like cramp my hand to hold it. I kind of go through phases when it comes to what I want to read. Either I'm like really into one genre. It's not even genre. All of it is romance. I've tried fantasy. I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, the first one only. It was really hard to follow for me. So I'm big romance. I like self-help books. I like a little thriller here and there. But there's times I go through different genres within romance, or not even genres, I should say tropes. And I will just hyper focus on that trope. I do love standalone series. I'm a sucker for those, where they kind of intertwine, but it's not like you need to read each one. Lake's Hockey series by Sloane St. James. Then after reading Sloane St. James, I think it was the 3rd book, I ended up falling in love with her writing. So I went and read the 4th book of that series. So I've only read the 3rd and 4th. I went on to read her like next series that was also kind of based on that series, which was Coach Soley. Just finished that one. So now I'm reading, I've heard a lot of people talk about this, Cowboy Casual. The Callaway Ranch series, book 1 by Holly Renee. I've heard a lot of people talk about this book. and saying that it's such a good book. I really wanted there to be a second book to the Coach Soley series. I think it's like the Rogues hockey series. Really wanted there to be a second book. Hasn't been any talk about that. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll step away from the hockey. Hockey romance is very big right now. From heated rivalry to off campus, like very big. So I was like, okay, let me step back and take a break from the hockey romance of it all. And let's dive into some cowboy romance. I was hooked within the first 2 pages. Hooked. And let's just say this got it going. Like, I love how quick this picked up. And I haven't been able to put it down. I started it this morning. I think I'm almost 30%. I'm almost to page 100. So there's like 300 something pages, but yeah. So I'm going to eat because I've been talking for too long, so my chicken's probably cold now. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna read, I'm gonna go to bed, and I guess I'll talk to y'all later. Probably in the morning, probably sometime tomorrow. Could be morning, could be afternoon. You never know with me. Good afternoon, guys. It is 12:30. Not as bad as we've been doing, but still afternoon. I'm going to make myself some breakfast. Just got my son dressed. He's over on his play mat playing. Making a bagel and 2 things of toast. You will start to notice that I try to load up on a lot of food either in the morning or at night when I get a chance, just because, quite frankly, I forget to eat during the day. And I also just want to have the calories since I'm exclusively breastfeeding right now. So I'm going to make myself this. I'm also going to make myself like 2 to 3 hard-boiled eggs just to have some protein. And I'm finishing Reminders of Him because I started this morning, but I ended up falling asleep. I read this book. This was one of my favorite books by Colleen Hoover. I was in the Colleen Hoover kick around It Ends With Us when it was really popular on Book Talk. It is the book that got me out of a slump. Now her books aren't my favorite, but I watch all the movies that I read books to just to see. And this one's bringing back a lot of memories of reading this book because this was the first book to make me cry. I've never cried with a book. So I actually really like this movie and how their adaptation of it. So on the bread, I'm gonna do peanut butter and then just some honey on top. And then on the bagel, I'm just gonna do plain cream cheese. Shipping out that stuff, but my son fell asleep, so I'm going to, I already went to USPS, but I need to go to FedEx, but I'm gonna wait till he wakes up. So I'm gonna go get a tea from HTO. I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want a matcha or if I want to get a pineapple coconut sweet tea. So we'll make that decision when we get there. But yes, and then I also need to stop by Goodwill, so hopefully they just have like a drive up that I can drop off the donation stuff, but I don't know, so we'll see. Okay, I ordered a 40 ounce. I think they gave me a 50. It's like their jumbo, but I got cotton candy, and then it was during happy hour, so it was buy one get one free, and so I just got a 32 ounce. I'm gonna take that home, take out the ice. we're back in the house. It's an extreme heat warning today. It's 101 right now. And yeah, there's just warnings for extreme heat. So we're gonna stay in the house the rest of the day, but it is like go, 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 because we have a lot of cleaning to do before my husband comes home. I just took out the trash, and I forgot to take out the trash before we went to my dad's this weekend. So my trash kind of stinks. So I'm gonna clean that out really quick, wipe the inside down, and then I'm probably gonna start on the dishes. It's currently 3:04. I'll probably put him down for his last nap of the day at like 4. I feel like that's a good nap for him. Or I might put him around 3:30, 3:45. But yeah, I'm gonna put on reminders of him to finish that movie since I didn't finish it. We're gonna just hustle and try to get this house clean. I was going to really clean this house, but it was another long night with my baby, and he did not want to get down. Once again, if you have any tips and tricks, I think it's honestly because he's about to start crawling, so I think he just wants to be up and doing stuff. But yeah, it's been a rough one. I've been like looking into floor beds. I know right now is not the best time to get on the floor bed because just for safety reasons. But if you think I should get him a floor bed, he's about to be 8 months. So if you recommend that, let me know. It would just be easier to lay him down next to me, breastfeed him to sleep, and then slowly get up, then rocking him in his rocker, and then trying to transfer him into the crib, which takes hours and multiple tries. I'm gonna finish cleaning up the kitchen. I did do the dishes and that's done, so I'm gonna unload that. I recommend this Mom Cozy bottle washer. This is probably one of my favorite purchases when I was pregnant that I still use to this day. And I think I will continue to use, obviously with our second baby, but also with sippy cups, with little plates or forks or spoons. I feel like it just cleans baby stuff so much better than the dishwasher without risk of it burning, melting, anything like that. And you can take this from a girl who exclusively breastfed. I still use it. I was honestly gonna sit down and not do any of this right now and just read my book, but I was like, okay, if I power through it and get it done, then I can go and read my book in bed. I've been trying to journal more, and while I'm cleaning, my mind's kind of going, so I'm going to kind of write it out, and then we'll get back to cleaning. Hi guys, I just got done taking out all the trash. I cleaned the kitchen, I did the bathroom, took out all the trash of everywhere. I cleaned up my bathroom. Now I'm going to work on this situation. So I'm gonna put y'all on 0.5. Honestly, probably in time lapse, and just rip through this because it is now midnight. I'm gonna rip through this, put away all the stuff I took to my dad's, and just some of the clothes that were dried in the dryer. I'm gonna set my son's clothes on this counter here, and then I'm gonna go in the room, make our bed, and lay down. Oh, I do need to take a shower and then lay down.